Hi, it's Tanisha from Shimmerz New Education Team. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this new venture. Shimmerz is a product that I not only love, but one that I truly believe in. We're excited about the new fall vintage colors that are releasing today on the website. It's www.shimmerzpaints.com. That's Shimmerz with a Z at the end. Let me tell you, the new colors are gorgeous. You're going to love them. You're going to have lots of fun using them. So before we get started with our technique, I'm just going to take a moment to introduce you to our new fall vintage colors. We have Mossy Stone, Wed Wagon, which I think is just the cutest name ever, Vintage Wine, and Antique Lace. And then we have the new vintage colors in the spritz. We have Treasured Hem, Rockefeller Blue, and this one is my favorite. It's called Licorice, and I just love this color. This is my fave of the new releases. The new difference in our spritz now is that we're also offering them in a minis, which pretty much is just a 1 ounce size of our normal 2 ounce bottles. Okay, so what I have here is a piece of embossed cardstock. So I'm going to use the licorice on it, and when you're using any of the spritz products or any of the Shimmerz products, what you want to do is just mix them really well. With the Shimmerz, you just kind of either roll it around in your hand or kind of like shake it up a little bit. Now, if this is your first time using Shimmerz or using the spritz, I recommend that you kind of just prime the nozzle a little bit before you start, and basically just kind of pump it until the spritz comes out for the first time, and then you're all ready to go. So when applying the spritz, you're going to apply it in smooth, even sprays. And what's going to happen is you're going to get a nice even coverage. And sometimes you'll see like some of the splotches come. Don't worry about that, because the one great thing about the spritz is that everything dries to a nice, smooth, even finish. They dry really quickly, but if you're kind of impatient like me, I just kind of take my heat gun and run it across it a couple of times. Okay, now that this is dry, as you can see here, you get a really, really nice, even, glittery coat on that piece of white cardstock. It's really awesome. So that's one of the ways that you can spritz a piece of embossed cardstock. Now, I have another way that I came up with. What is this? This is my Cuttlebug embossing folder. It's called Spots and Dots. I'm going to take the same color, licorice, my favorite of the new releases, shake it up a little bit because, like I said, the glitter starts to settle at the bottom. And I'm going to actually spray it directly on here. And what's going to happen with this is once I run it through the embossing machine, it's going to cause like some of the glitter to pull together, some of the color to pull together, and you're going to get a really nice, kind of like a distressed look, something that I really love. So you're going to evenly coat this, and then you can go back over some spots and make some spots heavier than others if you want. Then you're going to take your piece of cardstock, and this is the side that I sprayed is the one that's actually going to cause the indentation. You're going to put your textured side of the cardstock down right on top of it. Fold it over. And then we're going to run it, excuse me, then we're going to run it through the machine. So like I said, all that pressure is just going to force the glitter, force the color to kind of go all different types of ways here. So then we get a really nice pooling of the glitter. So let me just go ahead and dry this. Okay, so now I went ahead and finished drying this piece of cardstock. If you ever notice that when you spritz, sometimes the edges of your cardstock or your paper are going to curl up, not a biggie. All you have to do is stick it under something heavy, flatten it out right away. Okay, so this is the one that I actually sprayed when I sprayed directly onto the embossing folder. So as you can see here, you get lots of like different looks, like it pulls nicely around the circles here. You get a really nice vintage, or actually not a vintage, a really nice distressed look with this one, as opposed to this one that's a really nice even sheen. So I really hope you can see that on film. It's really, really awesome looking. And one of the great things that I love about the Shimmerz product is that they are so extremely easy to clean up. It's a water-based product, so I just take and spray a little bit of water, take a paper towel, and it is really that easy. It comes off of your hands really easily. If you get it on your clothes or whatever, it washes right out. For something like this, same thing. Really easy to clean up. If I was near my sink, I would just kind of take this and run it under the sink with some warm water. But for this purpose, I'm just going to spray it with water. And it really just wipes right off. So super easy. Another great thing that I love about this product is that they're non-toxic. I actually have a box full of them in my scrap room that I let my 17-month-old go in anytime he wants. He's really a Shimmerz fan. It's so funny. I really have to get him on video, like begging for my spritz or whatever. But he just kind of goes in and he shakes them up and takes the caps off and everything, and I don't really have to worry about it because, like I said, it's non-toxic, and I really, really love that. Okay, so that was my technique for today. Really quick and easy when I'm actually spritzing because I have such a small area to work in, and I don't want it to kind of get over everything, even though I can go back and wipe it up, but, you know, I get a little lazy sometimes, so. What I do is I have my trusty dusty cardboard. This is where all the magic happens. I usually put a piece of plastic, or you can use a plastic bag or whatever you want, in the bottom when I know I'm going to spritz something really heavily because I know a lot of the spritz is going to come out. So there's going to be, I did a project that's going to be on the blog where I actually changed the color of one of the Prima felt laces, and I just pretty much took a purple passion. This is one of our existing spritz products. Gotta roll it up this way. Roll it up really nicely to get all that color mixed in, all the glitter mixed in. And I pretty much just spritzed the whole thing. And once I was done, I had like a lot of spritz in the bottom. So if I had something like that, let's just give an example. Let's say I, spritzed this up or whatever, and now I have some spritz in the bottom of my plastic. One of the reasons that I use plastic is because it's not going to absorb the rest of the spritz. So then I'll go and get, like, say, a paper flower or something like that, and just kind of tap it into my spritz, so that way I'm not wasting any of the product. Like I said, it's awesome. I love it, and I want to get the most that I can out of it. And then I'll let, can you see that? Then I'll let that dry and maybe use that on the product that I'm working on, on a project that I'm working on. Let's see, here's another one. Try to soak it all up as much as I can. And then you can always, like when you're doing this, you can always go back in and spray a little bit more. Okay, so that pretty much that covered 2 flowers, and that was just the excess that was in the bottom after putting spritz on something else. So you get the most bang for your buck. Let those dry, and you can either add them to the project that you're working on, or set them aside for another time. Maybe another time you might do a project that you want to put that color flowers. Thank you so much for joining us along our vlog hop. If you want to check out a lot of the projects that both the education team and the design team has created, just go check us out at www.shimmerzpaint.blogspot.com. And again, that's Shimmerz with a Z. Hope to see you there. Bye.